Have you ever been in a cult before? Technically, I've been. By accident for like 6 months. I've been to that one Korean cult. With the sole idea, they were disguised by themselves by being like, what you call it? This is Korean cult. What you call? That they make you marry without me realizing. The moon? Yeah, I think it was that. I've been into that for 6 months with the sole purpose of having a very full CV. When you have a CV before work, you have to be very full of activities and volunteering work. And I was searching for volunteers, and I joined for like 6 months, and halfway through I realized, oh, I couldn't have access to my phone for the last 2 months. I remember clearly. And they would take us to the countryside where we wouldn't have even signal or internet access. For the last 2 months, it was heavily like, it was like this trip to the countryside for that moment where you were supposed to get closer to the god. And there was at some point a very specific scene that I will have it in my head forever that scared the shit out of me and made me realize, oh, whoa, it's happening. It was a day before we had to leave finally back home. There would be a huge circle, and in the middle of the circle there would be a fire, and you just have to talk or something, not talk, but like say this prayer out loud like 3 or 4 times, and that made me realize I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. I wanna go home. I need to go home. I need to go home. I didn't know it was a cult at first. I was just looking for volunteering work so I can have a heavy CV to show to workplace. Because during specific windows, I remember I had a very big window in between school and other activities, other works. And they will always ask you like, hey, during these months, what did you do? I see a window. So you need to bullshit your way through by doing volunteering work so you can have a very full CV when you show work. And yeah, for 6 months I remember I was there. The first few months, I wasn't part of any activities like that, like going door to door like they do, or like participating in their praying hours. I was just cooking. I was part of cooking and buying groceries for volunteering. That's pretty much what I did. And yeah, and then by the last 2 months, they would make like, oh, we're gonna have a trip by the mountain. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be countryside. Would you like to come? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. I love the countryside. And I regret it. I mean, it was beautiful. The countryside was gorgeous. The house was gorgeous. I'm gonna be honest. That was a gorgeous view. But it never felt good. I have such good experience with the cult that she founded her own and named it Kampaniki. Kampaniki is not part of a cult. Right, guys? We are family.
That follow button and
Hit
that
that
notification bell.
Like, share, subscribe.